Welcome back to Dating Diaries episode 2. I think the last time we left off, I was talking to Virgo man number 2, and he had said something that I didn't like, but I decided to ignore it. You can go back and watch it if you would like. I'll put the card up here. But before we start, I just want to let you know that I consider this my free zone, my judgment-free zone, and I would really appreciate it if you did not judge me, because I am completely raw and honest and am going to say everything, okay? And if you can't handle that, if that triggers you, then maybe this is not the place for you. But if it is, and you can take raw and brutal honesty from a human being, then stick around. We want you here. Also, I am very new to this format, so if my microphone sounds like Shatowski, I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure it out. Bear through it with me, okay? Here's what happened. This was about 2 weeks ago now, and I have the worst memory, but I'm gonna try recalling everything. Anyway, what had happened was we'd went on a first date. This is Virgo man number 2. We had went on a first date, and it went extremely well. We had actually planned to go on a date the following Saturday. But in between that week, this man had started talking about the dirty. The first time that it happened, I was a little bit more forgiving. I was a little bit more understanding. I'd kind of like redirected the conversation and was like, dude, I don't want to talk about this. I went straight to bed. And I was hoping that was like a ding, 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 fucking dong, that I did not want to talk about those kind of things so early on. And I thought to myself, I said, okay, I'm going to see him this Saturday. So I'm just going to reiterate to him that that's not my thing. I'm going to speak to him in person because I want to see his honest reaction of me telling him like, hey, that was not cool. So that was the plan. I ignored it. I decided to just go on to the next day, and we were talking as normal, texting. Everything was going really good. And then I'm talking about something completely opposite. Like when I tell you, it would be very hard to turn what I said into a sexual conversation. This man did that. He literally did exactly that. Somehow he turned it into a sexual conversation. And after that, I was just like, I literally cannot do it. I told him, I cussed him out a little bit. I said, hey, I don't roll like that. This is the second time you've done that. And like, you're making me lose interest. And all this man could say was, okay, I'm sorry. So empathetic. There was no apology. There was no trying to like over-explain himself, nothing. It was just like, okay, I'm sorry. He frankly did not care. He wanted to push the boundaries and see how far he could push them. But also, I don't think he liked me as much as he was saying, because if he did, he wouldn't even put himself in a situation to piss me off or lose me. And it just really, really scared me, because it's like this man was putting on a show. Okay? He was putting it on. Close the curtains, open the curtains. Like he was putting on a show this entire time. He was faking. And it's just really scary to know that men will do that just to get in your pants. So after that, he replied back with, I'm sorry. I did not reply, left him on red, and I have not talked to that man since. Literally. Now, in between that time, I was on Bumble and I was talking to another guy. And we had decided that we wanted to meet. So I had a date with Virgo man number 2 on Saturday. We were going to go ice skating. We were going to get Italian food. It was going to be so fun. So I was a little bummed that I wasn't going to be going on this date. Okay. So anyway, the guy that I'm talking to on Bumble asks me out on Saturday. And I'm like, okay. I was supposed to have a date with Virgo man number 2, but that's canceled. So absolutely. And we were talking about ice skating. Me and Bumble man were talking about ice skating. And he was like, hey, how about we go ice skating? And I'm like, wow, what one man won't do, another man will. Okay. Another man came walking in and gave me the opportunity to go ice skating. So we planned this entire date around ice skating. And the day comes. We meet. Gorgeous man. Literally, he's a Turkish man. Gorgeous, beautiful. Like, I'm like, oh my God, this guy is so attractive. He's tall. Like, you can just tell he's so sweet. Like, literally so sweet. And we hit it off instantly. We skated for like 2 hours. We got there at 1:30. We skated for 2 hours. And it was just really, really nice. And so where We went skating. It's like a whole mall. There's like shops and food and like a whole bunch of stuff. So after we got done skating, he was like, do you want to walk around? And I was like, absolutely. So we walk around. There were some like vendors there selling something. This is when I knew he was a keeper, because there was a necklace a bracelet. There was a bracelet that I saw and it was gorgeous. And I was like, ooh, like that is so pretty. And he was like, you want it? Like, I don't mind buying it for you. Woo! I was like, baby, don't do it to me today. Don't do it to me. It was just such a turn on because he was so willing, and like he'd already been so chivalrous and like paid for everything, like bought tickets beforehand. Like he's so on it. So I was just like really attracted to that. I was like, okay. And so of course I denied it. I have a hard time accepting gifts from men. Like I don't know what it is, bitch. I'm always like, no, you don't have to. You don't have to do it. But like from now on, like I'm like, no, men like you more when they do things for you. And I'm learning that. And so I've been letting him do more things for me. Hold on, I'm jumping ahead. Anyway, so after we walk through there, we're walking around and he's like, are you hungry? And I'm like, yeah, I could eat. So we decide to go to Yard House. We have food. We have drinks from Yard House. The drinks are amazing. The food's amazing. At the end of it, he asks me if I want to go back to his place to drop off our stuff so that we can walk down the Beltline. And if you don't know what the Beltline is in Atlanta, it's basically just like a trail and it has food and entertainment. So it's like a fun thing to do. And I agreed to go, but I did tell him that like, I am not going to sleep with you if I go to your place. I just want to make that extremely aware. And he was really cool with it. I was like, if you still want me to go, we can go. And he was like, yeah, no, I still want you to go. And so we ended up going to his condo. He is a homeowner, which is really cool because we both share that in common. And he showed me his condo, and then we dropped off our stuff and we walked down the Beltline, and it was beautiful. It was amazing. Like we walked into an art gallery. We found a new bar. Like it was so random yet so fun. And after that was said and done, we'd like gotten a drink at another bar. We went back to his place and we watched some TV and had some popcorn. He made me a like hot drink that we had talked about before on Boombale. So it was really, really nice. I didn't get home until like 1 a.m. Mind you, the date was at 1:30 p.m. I didn't get home until like 1 o'clock a.m. So the date went amazing. And then right after that, he asked me, like on that Sunday, he asked me if I was interested in going on another one, which was Thursday, which was last night, which is why I'm now finally filming this video, because I wanted to tell you guys how the second date went. And it went very well. I met him. He wanted me to meet him at a Turkish restaurant. That was one of his favorites. So we met there. And one thing about me, I love Greek. I love Turkish food. I love Mediterranean food. They're kind of similar. And so, girl, I went ready to eat. I looked up the menu. I took screenshots. I was like, this is what I want. I showed him. I was like, I really want to try this. I tried a zucchini pancake, which literally, the fuck, I love zucchini pancakes. He promised me he'd make me some, so let's cross our fingers and hope. And then we just had a great time. After we ended up like, we tend to like stumble upon things and just go with it. We stumbled upon like this guy playing live music. It was in a bar, of course. We went inside, sat down, had drinks. We ended up dancing. It was so fun because like, girl, I'm not a dancer. But we ended up dancing. And after that, after we spent like an hour, 2 hours there, we went to a karaoke bar, which was like the original plan. And we did karaoke. Oh my God. It was like with a live band too. It was just really, really fun. And I really, really had a great time. I will tell you though, that at the end, he kind of had a little bit of an attitude because I could tell he was kind of like ready to wrap up the night. And he was like, when do you want to leave? When do you want to go? And I was like, I don't know, like whenever you want to go, like, I don't care. Like I'm open to whatever, you know? And at one point I could sense him being like, annoyed by it. And so finally he was like, well, what do you want to do? And I'm like, I don't know. And he's like, oh my God, you have to make decisions sometimes. I was like, whoa. He got a little sassy with me. I got real quiet, like, ooh. And he realized that I'd gotten quiet because of his sassiness. And he was like, hey, are you okay? Like, are you all right? Like, are you doing good? And I was just like, yeah, I'm doing fine. But noted, you know what I mean? Like, noted, right? So anyway, that was that. He still didn't kiss me. I don't know why, but he hasn't kissed me. He walked me to my car, but didn't kiss me. I'm a little bit like, why did he not kiss me? Who knows? I'm not trying to rush things, but I'm really like, he doesn't really touch me as much. I touched him more than he touched me. And I'm not complaining about that because I feel like when a man is super touchy with you, they're a little too comfortable with you, right? So I don't know. I don't know. But I texted him that I got home. We said goodnight and we have not talked since, which is okay. I'm kind of just chilling and seeing where things go, maybe. Who knows? Who knows? But that's the update. That's where we are at right now. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm hoping something good, but I will always keep you guys up to date. If you are new here and this is the first time you are seeing me, hey girl, hey, subscribe so that you can keep up with my dating shenanigans. I think we have a good time here and I would love it if you were to stay and hang out. So anyway, guys, I will catch you in my next one and don't forget to like the video. Okay. All right. Bye. Love you.